Firstly, industry was encouraged with government subsidies. Therefore, iron and steel production doubled by 1930, and artificial silk production increased tenfold. Secondly, the battle for the lira revalued the lira at 90 instead of 150. It helped some industries by making imported raw material cheaper, but unfortunately, it made Italian exports more expensive. The battle for the wheat encouraged farmers to concentrate on wheat production and raise tariffs on imported wheat. That meant that Italy was close to achieving self-sufficiency in wheat production. The battle for the birth was a campaign to increase the birth rate. The target was to double the birth rate and increase the population to 60 million by 1950. Mussolini specified 12 children as the ideal number for a family. The afterwork or dopolavoro organization provided the Italian people with things to do on their leisure time. There were cheap holidays, tours and cruises. Dopolavoro controlled theaters, libraries, orchestras, and even sport organizations. Entry into the Second World War on Germany's side was a disastrous mistake. The majority of Italians were against it since they felt that Italy was becoming a German satellite. Besides, Mussolini had failed to modernize the economy sufficiently to support a prolonged war. The general public suffered hardships. Taxes were increased to pay for the war. There was food rationing, massive inflation, and even a 30% fall in real wages. After a few early successes, the Italians suffered a string of defeats, culminating in the surrender of Italian troops in North Africa in May 1943. Mussolini seemed to have lost his touch. He refused to make peace because that would have meant deserting Hitler. Besides, the Fascist Grand Council turned against him and finally the king dismissed him. From that moment on, fascism disappeared.